Lima, Alpha.
The crowd are on their feet.
B-R-I-L-A, Brila. www.brila.net, where everything sports meets, including your radio.
The name of the game. The name of the game. The name of the game.
Yes, Sports Radio, 88.9 Real FM, your champions dial. It's all about the round leather game this beautiful Monday morning. Right here on Sports Radio, 88.9 Real for Real. And don't forget, anywhere you are on the planet, you can listen and watch live what's happening right here in the studios. Just head over to www.brila.net. Yes, B-R-I-L-A. It's 1L.net. And you will be part of the show. So football action, let's let you know that Manchester City are close to agreeing a £40 million deal with Tottenham for England defender Kyle Walker, and that's according to reports emanating from that side. Pep Guardiola is believed to be a huge admirer of Walker, making the 27-year-old one of his priority targets ahead of a summer window. Walker has become one of the standout players for Spurs and England since moving to White Hart Lane in 2009. The defender now looks set to end his stay at Tottenham, opting to join Guardiola's Manchester City in a deal that will earn him around £100,000 a week. Let's cross over to Liverpool, who are closing in on a club record deal for Mohamed Salah, with a move reportedly set to go through this week. The Egyptian star emerged as a target for Brendan Rodgers 3 years ago, but the Reds saw their approach undone by Chelsea, who signed him for £12 million. Well, Liverpool are set to land their man this time around, and reports have it the eventual fee will eclipse the £35 million paid for Andy Carroll back in 2011. All right, let's go over to Real Madrid, where this man is named Gareth Bale. Yes, indeed, insists he is happy at the European champions and has no plans to leave despite speculation over his future. Bale, who won his third Champions League at Madrid on Saturday, beg your pardon, has again been linked with a move to Manchester United in this off-season. But the Wales international said he was committed to the La Liga giants, having last year signed a contract until the year 2022.
No, I'm happy here. I signed a long-term deal last summer, so 3 Champions Leagues, 4 seasons. It's incredible. It's the reason why I came to Real Madrid to win trophies, and yeah, we're enjoying winning them. It's been difficult with my ankle this year. I obviously came back way too early from my surgery, and I suffered a bit. And yeah, obviously we were considering maybe having more at one point, but I've worked hard to get back and to get ready for this game, and yeah, just happy to get on for the last few months.
Yes, from Gareth Bale, who just affirmed his future at Real Madrid, will go to another Real Madrid player whose future is not so certain. I'm talking about playmaker James Rodriguez, whose future will be decided by Zinedine Zidane, and that's according to club president Florentino Perez. The Colombian international's future has been the subject of so much speculation for much of the season, and his omission from the squad for Saturday's Champions League final has sparked further talk. His time with Madrid is coming to an end. Manchester United and Inter have been heavily linked with moves for the 25-year-old, who only made 20 starts in all competitions in the 2016-2017 season. Perez insists he would like to keep all of Madrid's squad together, but said he will hold talks with head coach Zinedine Zidane to determine their transfer plans. All right, let's go to Juventus, where the man, captain Gianluigi Buffon, says he has one final chance to win the Champions League next season following Saturday's disappointment in Cardiff. Yes, the Serie A champions were defeated 4-1 by Real, as goals from Casemiro, Marco Asensio and a Cristiano Ronaldo double saw Zinedine Zidane's side become the first team to retain the trophy in the competition's modern format. Buffon has now tasted defeat in 3 finals with Juve in 2003, 2015 and 2017, and he has yet to get his hands on European club football's biggest prize in his storied career. The man is saying, one last try, one last stilt, that's what I'm going to give it, and who knows, he might get lucky this time around. Well, let's let you know that Thomas Tuchel will not become the next head coach at Bayer Leverkusen, according to his agent. Yes, Olaf Menking. Leverkusen are in the market for a new coach following their decision not to continue with interim boss Stefan Kokut, who replaced Roger Schmidt in March. Recent reports suggest that Tuchel, who parted company with Borussia Dortmund last month, was sitting in a pole position for the job, but his representative has ruled out that possibility. Tuchel was dismissed by Dortmund just days after leading them to DFB Pokal glory. His strained relationship with CEO Hans-Joachim Watzke and sporting director Michael Zorc proving very, very costly.
Bravo, Romeo, India, Lima, Alpha.
The crowd are on their feet.
B-R www.breela.net, where everything sports meets, including your radio.
The name of the game. The name of the game.
All right, football action right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla 4. Relax, time to bring the analysts on board. And of course, you know, time for you out there to get in here. 0700 00889. That is the number to dial. And don't forget, you can tweet at 889 Brilla FM and the Facebook fan page Sports Radio Brilla. For Rilla. Yes. If I do that, let me let you know quickly that Wesley Sneijder has hit out at his critics after equaling Edwin van der Sar's record figure of 130 caps for the Netherlands in Sunday's 5-0 win over Ivory Coast. Yes, the attacking midfielder is no longer an undisputed starter for Holland, and some have suggested he is past his prime. Sneijder remains keen to represent his country and got special permission from Galatasaray to travel back and forth between club and national team in recent days as he chases Van der Sar's record. All right, I say good morning to Anthony Becker-Deremo in the studios this beautiful morning. A very, very interesting weekend just gone by, Anthony, wouldn't you say?
Yes, a fantastic weekend, and to cap it all, the Champions League final. And I must once again say congratulations to Real Madrid. It was a whitewash, 4-1 against Juventus. Nobody saw that coming, but congratulations to the champions. Good to be here.
Yes, indeed. Congratulations to the champions. But then, of course, let's start off on the local scene. We have one man who says he's disgruntled, he's frustrated, and he really doesn't know what's going on with officiating in the domestic league. And if it doesn't improve, he might take a walk. I'm talking about Austin Eguavon.
Well, he should just calm down. Austin Eguavon, of course, Eguavon put himself under pressure. You took a job. You took a job. Let me liken Sunshine Stars to a sinking ship. If you are told to go and rescue those inside a sinking ship, you know that you are taking, of course, a very big responsibility. So it goes beyond officiating. It works in both ways. Sometimes the officials get it 100%. Sometimes they get it 50%, 75%. So to come here and stress the fact that a goal was disallowed over the weekend, that was the result why it's not enough. That's not the kind of excuse he should be tendering at this point in time. He should salvage whatever is left of the season. March 22 fixture was just played. They still have plenty of matches to be played. By my calculation, I think they still have about 18 matches or so to go. So there's still plenty of time to save the sinking ship called Sunshine Stars.
16 games.
16 games to go. So there's still plenty of time to save the sinking ship called Sunshine Stars. So one loss against Shooting Stars should not be, because even the coach of Shooting Stars will have some other excuses to give. Not too long ago, they were hammered at home 3-0 by FC Fanyuba. So save your club and leave all these excuses, because no matter if you complain from now and you walk away, they will remember you for what you did in Gombe. They will remember you for what you did in COD. They will remember what you did in insurance, and they will remember what you did. Let me not even call it Enyiba. These clubs did not do well under your watch. So let Sunshine Stars be an exception.
All right, Celebrity. Now, of course, it is very, very proper or normal, rather, let me say, for a coach to protest against things like this. But then, taking a look at the officiating in general as obtained in the local league so far this season, would you say that it's been good, or this is just a solitary case and the man really shouldn't be complaining?
I want to say the officiating has been good because if you compare, something is good when today is better than yesterday. So if you compare it to the past, the officiating has been very, very fantastic. Eguavon cannot beat his chest, say when he played in the local league, the officiating of his time was better than this one. It cannot, because I also played in this league and I know how the officiating was then. I played in a league where Tracy had all of the great players. They don't win one away game. They win the league title. That's how the league was. Amadou Shabu was a fantastic coach, raising business alliance Ogboko. To win away from home was very, 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 very extremely difficult. Now, that said, I think that one of the biggest problems Nigerian football gets now, that's class of 94 with their dirty sense of entitlement. They should keep it in the dustbin, because listening to Eguavon talk and look at all of us on 94, it's only me and Ike. Una they work for money, una they do free, now they make her look like say they do anybody favor. It's only me and Ike that is here because the system is bad. Which system? What did you do to make the system good? Eguavon, you took up, like Tony said, you took a sinking ship. The thing with jumping to go save a sinking ship is you are putting your life on the line, because those person where they sink for water, if you understand what it means, they are struggling for life. If you hold you, press your throat and you die in the process of trying to save them. That's exactly what's happening. Should Sunshine Stars not get quality players, they are not good enough, then they went to go and fight another relegation threatening team that has lost at home before and went away to lose 3-0. Their fans are started calling them meta. As the report is, even on the day of the match, they leave the 3-0 score line on the board to remind them of waiting
FC Fine about it today.
You understand what they did to them before? And they played against a team from Ajegule. They couldn't even win in a friendly match after the FC Fine game. So they know that they will win that game at all costs. So when you lose, don't come out and make that. Did you, after that goal, did you score another goal that it's like Juventus coming to say the red card make us lose the Champions League? All those excuses no work. Go back and fix it.
Let's not dwell on it. Bringing out the heavy guns this morning, and the man in the fire line is Austin Eguavoen. But then, of course, there's still so much to talk about. We're still keeping it local, yes, because we're counting down to when the Super Eagles will take on South Africa. And the man, the coach of the South African team, has come out, reached out to other coaches, say, please, help me. How do I beat the Nigerian team? Still dwelling on what happened 14 years ago. And I already said earlier on that I don't think there's anybody who has that playbook on how to defeat a Nigerian side. Gentlemen, you can correct me.
There is no playbook. Jiggy, you are absolutely right. There's no playbook. Basta can go and ask people in Pluto. Go and ask the coach of Golden State Warriors and ask a whole lot more. At the end of the day, you go come here and go shop them because the mode where this team they now and the kind of investments for the NFL they invest on them, they no say they're not trying. Even Jonathan, no.
But then let's add this to it. You just mentioned the mood of the team right about now. Now, outstanding payments will be top of the agenda when officials of the NFF, led by Amadio Pinnick, meet with the Super Eagles coach and the standing captain, Ogeyo Nazi. And I'm saying, should this be coming at this point in time? Is this the time when the players should be owed allowances, bonuses, transfer monies, and things like that ahead of the importance of the games they're about to play?
Outstanding coming from the Zambia game and the game against Algeria. And we know how situation were at the time. These players
and they still haven't been paid for the training camps in London.
They use social media the same way we use social media. So they know that Aito Group have given this FA this much amount of money, and then they are seeing when the FA comes out with their letterhead, they see all those small sponsors. Brilla is also there. They know that in their club, when you put all those logo, you collect money from Brilla, you collect money from Aito, you collect money from this. So now they are saying, give us our money. It's normal with national team. It cannot be club. They know they deal with the FA all the time. The only time they come together, they need to ask for their money. It's normal that they ask for their money, but you know, in business, the way when we work with agencies, they tell you the way to ask for your money is to keep on doing the job well, so that you can ask for more money. These boys wants to go to the World Cup. That's just the truth. They've not been to the Nations Cup. The incentive is for them to go to the World Cup, but they can only ask for this money if they win more matches. If they're not getting any money, that they lose. Money don't bash now.
Jiggy man, there's no time to ask for the money. The only anytime they come together, if they are owed money, they should ask for the money, because the other after this one now they'll go on holiday. Before you know it, after holiday it's pre-season.
No, you don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they should ask for the money.
There's nothing like timing.
No. Owing them money, should they be owing them money?
No, but we know why that debt come up. So
there's money now.
Not pass, but now
there's money now. Even coaches, they've told coaches to even come through and come and ask for. So there's money.
Ask for your money.
There's money.
Yes, come and reconcile.
I'll check the records. I'll check the records.
I need to check whether they owe money.
Yes. I'll check.
They can give us some on-air coaching.
All right, we're talking football, and in a couple of minutes we'll bring you on board. Yes, indeed. But then let's quickly take a look at the future of two men. Yes, both playing for the same club side. Well, one man has come out to say, no, I'm going to be here until 2022. His name is Gareth Bale. I mean, I don't know. Do you see Gareth Bale staying at Real Madrid until 2022? And another man is James Rodriguez, who club president Florentino Perez has said it's up to Zinedine Zidane. The future of Rodriguez at Real is totally up to the man of the moment, Zidane.
So you know, these two players, the stories around these two players are very different. Some very smart journalists and some very smart photographers have taken pictures, and those pictures are replete. When you look at the internet, whether he ignored a handshake after the Champions League, he was ignored. He did not start. He did not play.
Yes.
He, of course, is very, very unhappy. For Gareth Bale obviously would have been very sad if he had been denied the homecoming. Gareth Bale played a cameo role. He was happy. Just like coming back to you're a Nigerian footballer and then they're playing the Champions League in your hometown, and then the coach somehow does not play you. You may not forgive the coach. So for Gareth Bale, I'm sure he's still savoring the moment. Anything can happen. So if you're an agent and then you approach Gareth Bale at this point in time, he can, because of the euphoria of winning the Champions League in Wales, he might dilly-dally. But for James Rodriguez, I'm sure he wants to leave Real Madrid.
James Rodriguez would have to leave, and I like the way Florentino Perez have gone about. You know, over time they accused Perez of going out there to sign contract with players, telling them they must play. The Benzema conundrum. Benzema must play. It no matter who the coach the team, Benzema must play. Cristiano Ronaldo must play once he's ready to play. It took Zidane plenty of plea backstage to tell us, say, look, I want to manage you. If I not play you not because I don't like you, but I want you to be sharp at the end of the season. Cristiano Ronaldo have come out to say this has helped him because he didn't play very well in the group stage, but look how sharp he is. He scored 12 goals and become the highest goal scorer of Champions League. Now for James Rodriguez, some factors they work against him. The role where they say make it come play, Isco is doing better. Asensio comes from the bench and do fine. And then you have the other three wise men or three wonderful men in the midfield of Cruz, Modric, and
Casemiro.
Oh God of heaven! So it's impregnable for them to get into the ship and play right now. It's very difficult. So for me, I advise make a move, especially to a Mourinho that desires him right now because Mourinho will give a football play.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. Yes, indeed, 0700 But then, of course, I must quickly ask you, gentlemen. Buffon has said he had one final chance to win the Champions League next season. Do you see it as a possibility? Will he still be playing actively?
See, it's going to be very difficult for Buffon. Let's tell you what's going to happen next season. Barcelona have seen Real Madrid do it back to back. Barcelona would want to respond.
Yeah.
Liverpool are coming back to the Champions League. Jurgen Klopp knows how to play Champions League football. Man United are coming with Jose Mourinho. He knows how to play Champions League football. Chelsea, of course, are coming back to the Champions League. They want to, of course, make a statement. Atletico Madrid, the coach also is dreaming of the Champions League. He's also failed like Juventus in the final. So look at all the, and then there's also the small matter of the defending champions Real Madrid. If we've done it back to back, why can't we make it for a third time?
We have the history of 5 straight times before.
So Buffon, I don't know. Because Buffon did not even cover himself in glory or Saturday. The way they drop the goals.
Jimmy, it's a case of Epa Maizi.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. Hello, good morning to you, somebody.
Hello, Jimmy man, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name, brother man?
My name is Temo Datori from Yanopaja.
All right, what's on your mind, brother man?
What is your mind? I want to talk about what happened maybe 2 days ago when my brother, Tony, my brother, they were talking about Victor Moses 2 days ago. Saying Victor Moses protested about their money.
Okay, all right, that was 2 days ago. There's so many hot things on the floor.
Let's talk about the money they are owing them in the Eagles camp now. I want to talk about it.
Okay, so talk about the money.
Bros, wait, before you go further, we never talked about protesting about money. Me and Tony never
I'm
talked
sure you
about
meant me and Sexy Joe.
He said Tony and Sexy Joe, please. You know the difference between my voice and woman voice?
No, because they were saying why Victor Moses is protesting. He's the only player there. Don't you think it's right for him to protest now? I want to ask that question.
And he just said, Anthony actually said this morning that this is the right time for them to ask for anything that they want to ask for. You understand?
Okay,
so don't get it twisted. And like I said, I'm so sorry, but I must give you there's limited time. Hello, good morning.
TV.
How you doing, bro?
Sabati the dream.
Talk to me, Sabati.
Good morning. Tony, good morning.
Good morning.
Edafre, sorry. Gigi.
Yes, bro.
When you deliver, you could sit down with confidence for your house, no shaking. You heard what Tony just said now. Florentino Perez told Zidane that Florentino Perez said Zidane has the final say on James Rodriguez.
Yes.
When a coach is delivering results, now those kind backing, they hear statement, not the same Florentino Perez where people talk say, then they took mouth from Madrid transfer market. When you are delivering, but make Zidane also watch out because the day he stopped to be delivered, this same man.
That's the number.
Nice one for Zidane. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Sabati. Yes, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Gigi man.
Morning to you, bro.
How are you this morning, my brother?
Very fine, thank you.
Antonio, everybody, good morning.
Yeah, we greet you. Good morning.
Quickly there, good morning. My name is Laliko Adesina.
Let's hear from you, Laliko.
I think also about the Juventus goalkeeper and the Allegri, their coach. I think they don't know how to play final. They know how to play the group stage, semi-final, quarter-final, semi-final. When they go to final, they don't know how to do. So it's a pity for them because everybody expected to win that cup. But I don't know, they know how to play final. And again, Buffon, anything I want to do, if you see him in the Juventus, you will not get that cup. You better move move away from that club, go to the back club. That can win again.
All right. Thank you so much. Going on Twitter at 89BillFM, Kenny Babatunde says it seems Rodriguez's future is over at Real Madrid. He should move and join Manchester United. And Olushola from Badagry says, good morning, guys. Austin Agovan should perfect his homework and forget the complaints. If it favors him, he will not be talking. All right. Another family says Austin Agovan should be patient and focus on his career. Officiating should help your career if you are a good coach. All right. I'm afraid that's how we can take it this morning at Football 360 Degrees right here at Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla Forilla. The action continues, so don't go anywhere so you won't miss anything. Right about now, let's find out what the papers are serving up for a Sport Delicious breakfast on the sports pages.
Let's start to a fresh week right here, Sports Radio 88.9 FM. These are the champions. Let's quickly bring you what the headlines are about this morning on today's edition of Sports Pages. I am Victor Okani. We get started with The Guardian. The first headline here says, Eagles hit Uyo today as Ramadan fast threatens team's preparations. MFM downs FC Fanyuba Inyimba dismisses Plateau United.